Hey guys, I'm Z here, and today we are going to be doing the 8th part of What If Naruto was half Uchiha, half Uzumaki. You guys won the poll for this part, so I will be doing it today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Just before we get into the series, let's elaborate on Naruto's skills for the time being. Naruto has completed his Sharingan and has utilized the first QB state from the Land of Waves arc, and he is able to put just a little more QB chakra than in the normal series. Naruto's Nine-Tailed Sharingan is actually a little stronger in one way. He can perceive motions to a greater extent and he can see the movements a little earlier than normal. Naruto returns to the village and he is very strong now. He arrives back and has learned the Rasengan and Fireball Jutsu. He has learned to use his Uzumaki part of him to his advantage by being able to use many Rasengan in one battle and using many clones on top of that, wielding the complete Sharingan. Naruto returns and really wants to test his powers on somebody for his return reward. Sakura says, "Well, I can get Hinata to inform you on Neji. It can show you how much progress both of you have taken from the Chunin exams." Naruto smiles and says, "I don't think if he'll be able to take me head on. Let's just see then." Naruto gets to meet Neji the next hour and sees that his skills are much better and stronger than before in the Chunin exams like his as well. Naruto says, "We can fight after I meet Kakashi. Tomorrow evening's a good time. See ya." Neji smiles and waves him off. Naruto and Sakura meet up with Kakashi and Kakashi says, "Welcome guys, while the next Sannin are growing stronger and stronger, you guys redo the bell test, but instead I will be allowed the Sharingan. Good luck, let's begin." Naruto zooms at Kakashi with Sakura, and Sakura uses her monstrous strength to try to bash out Kakashi, but he dodges because of his Sharingan. Naruto creates 15 clones in reaction to this and attacks Kakashi with them. Kakashi has no difficulty in taking down the clones and dodges all of their attacks. Naruto stays behind, getting ready, and he jumps back at him with the Rasengan and hits him in the face. Kakashi poofs away and disappears. Naruto looks around and so does Sakura. Naruto smiles and turns on his Sharingan to track Kakashi in the forest. Naruto points his kunai to his area and his area is in the forest obviously. Kakashi walks out and seems untouched. 20 clones jump out from the river and Naruto starts to create his big ball Rasengan. Kakashi, like before, blocks and destroys all of the clones and Naruto disappears. Naruto appears behind Kakashi and slams him with the Rasengan. Kakashi slams into the floor and the destruction is similar to that of Sakura punching the ground with full force. Kakashi jumps through the rubble and manages to find himself back up on the real ground but not underground. Kakashi feels his back hurting and Naruto has to finish this. Naruto throws a kunai and uses a Flying Thunder God technique to appear right next to the kunai. Quickly he creates 5 clones and jumps at Kakashi. He uses his Fireball Jutsu and sends it at Kakashi. Kakashi jumps over it and Naruto appears above him and he shouts to Sakura, "Sakura, do it now!" Sakura controls her chakra and Naruto creates his Rasengan as well. In a split second, they both launch their weapons at Kakashi and this propels him right through the ground and it creates a crater. Naruto grabs 2 bells and throws one at Sakura. Kakashi gets up and grabs the bell just before Sakura manages to catch it. Sakura gets enraged and jumps right at Kakashi. She hits him with monstrous strength in the back of the head and launches him into the side of the crater. Kakashi drops the bell and Sakura grabs it. Kakashi is surprised and stands to congratulate them. Kakashi is actually quite injured because he did get hit by Sakura's devastating punches from behind twice. Naruto leaves and finds Neji for their little spar. They begin. Naruto jumps at Neji and punches him hard, then follows by implanting the Flying Thunder God seal onto Neji's body, then he jumps away from the scene. Just for your information, they are having this fight in the same area that they had the bell test, just quite far away from it, in the same area. Neji doesn't know this jutsu, but soon enough he will. Naruto creates a Rasengan and starts to run at Neji. Neji doesn't see the point because it's a perfect counter, but Naruto appears behind him and tries to use the Rasengan, but Neji uses the 8 trigrams palm rotation and sends Naruto back. Naruto goes flying through the forest and into the river. Naruto zooms out of the river to Neji and throws the flying thunder god kunai. Naruto appears right next to Neji and punches him multiple times. Naruto jumps back and uses the multi-shadow clone jutsu to keep Neji occupied. Naruto creates the big ball Rasengan and jumps right at Neji. He hits him and Neji gets sent down to the ground. Naruto shoots the fireball to keep Neji on the ground, and then Neji gets up and uses the 64 palms on Naruto. Naruto gets shut down and Neji wins. Naruto gets up after a while and congratulates Neji on his win. Naruto takes this really well actually and uses this as motivation to become an even stronger shinobi and win against Neji later on. After this, we skip to the Kazekage rescue mission, and Naruto and Kakashi are against Yura disguised as Itachi. Naruto sees Itachi and instantly uses the fireball jutsu. Itachi also fights back by using the fireball jutsu and they clash. The fireballs combine and explode outwards, sending Naruto far back, but Itachi isn't moving. Naruto activates his Sharingan and jumps right at Itachi. He throws the flying thunder god kunai and Itachi dodges this obviously. Naruto uses the flying Raijin jutsu however and appears behind him. He then uses his clone to create a Rasengan while mid-air and uses it on Itachi. Itachi ducks and kicks Naruto up vertically. Itachi turns and uses the Phoenix Flower jutsu and sends Naruto flying around the place. Kakashi creates the Raikiri jutsu and jumps at Itachi. He gets fully countered and Itachi palm slams him into the ground. Naruto uses his Sharingan to his advantage and jumps at Itachi. He uses his Sharingan to block Itachi's attacks and also play the offense. Naruto knees him in the gut, jumps back and Itachi starts to reuse the Phoenix Flower jutsu. Both Kakashi and Naruto have their Sharingan activated, so they copy it and launch it at Itachi from both ways. Naruto puts one hand out and starts to create the big ball Rasengan. Naruto finishes with the creation of the jutsu and launches 10 clones at Itachi. They crumple into a ball and launch at Itachi and use some chakra to somehow connect them. Itachi has to drop his guard to destroy the ball with a fireball. Then Naruto uses the flying thunder god technique to appear behind Itachi and uses the Dharma Rasengan. Naruto sends Itachi deep into the ground and creates a crater. Naruto walks back and he sees that he is actually Yura and Naruto is disgusted by this. After this they end up against Deidara and Naruto has his Kyuubi chakra flowing through him. Naruto zooms far ahead of Kakashi and grows closer and closer to Deidara. He's too far up though. Naruto falls back as Kakashi uses the Kamui technique to end up taking Deidara's arm as usual. Naruto is really in the forest with Kakashi's clone and he is currently following him while creating the Big Ball Rasengan. Just saying, Naruto is strong enough to use the Big Ball Rasengan without another clone, unlike the start of Shippuden. Naruto creates the huge Big Ball Rasengan and runs to the side with it. Naruto jumps up with tremendous speed and hits Deidara and the clay clone because of its destructive power. Deidara goes flying into the forest and the explosion creates yet another crater. Naruto lands and Kakashi congratulates him for his efforts. Naruto sends 15 clones to scout the area and Naruto takes Gaara's body. When Naruto sees Gaara's dead body, Naruto gets extremely mad and his Kyuubi chakra cloak starts to take form. Naruto actually has some sense of rationality and knows not to attack Kakashi, but if he gets in the way, he's not gonna stop him. Naruto's second tail takes form and now Naruto is extremely strong. Naruto puts one hand out and literally creates the Big Ball Rasengan like it's nothing and zooms at Deidara. He hits Deidara and the explosion is absolutely enormous. Deidara gets slammed into the ground and the amount of damage inflicted was astounding. Deidara starts to swell and Kakashi shouts to everyone, "Run!" Team Guy and Team Kakashi start to run and so does Naruto. His Kyuubi cloak fades and he manages to run away from the explosion. Everyone survives and Chio steps forward to take care of Gaara. Everything goes the same after that. Gaara thanks Naruto and the Konoha team for their efforts, then sees them off. So that will conclude the 8th part of What If Naruto was half Uchiha, half Uzumaki. If this video gets 40 likes, then I will be making part 9 in the near future. Put in the comments if you like this video or anything that I should improve on for the next part. If you liked it, please like, and if you want more videos like this, you can subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified when my new videos will be made. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.